suffering for many. We extend our sorrow to the families and communities of survivors. You've had to witness the heartbreaking suffering of your loved ones over the years, and we recognise that this has taken its toll on you too. We also recognise that the traumatic impacts of abuse are often ongoing over the course of a lifetime, that they too often flow into intergenerational traumas which carry forward in ways we are still trying to understand. For too long, survivors of abuse and neglect have had to stay silent, whether that be because of the fear of not being believed, a fear of retribution, or the stigma that society imposes. I cannot imagine the pain that was felt by the children who were not believed when they spoke up, when people in positions of power did nothing to save them, and when family members sided with abusers. We are profoundly sorry to the children who experienced this betrayal of trust, and we are indebted to the survivors who bravely came forward and shared their stories, to royal commissions, to police investigations, to support workers and to their loved ones. We also want to recognise Clan Care Leaders Australia Network and so many other organisations of courageous groups of people for their relentless advocacy and care. We are grateful for your courage because without the truth, there can be no healing, no redress, and our systems will be doomed to repeat history. We apologise to those survivors who continue to be failed by our institutions. We are sorry that there are many of you who continue to struggle as you have not been able to seek the support you need. We are sorry that our social systems have not been strong enough to give you the support you need. We are particularly sorry to survivors who've been criminalised, as we know how historically our criminal justice system has not been considerate of trauma and what it does to our lives and our actions. This failing is even more wrong as it means so many people have been doubly punished. Ultimately, the words spoken here today cannot take back the failings of the state's institutions. What we can do now is make a commitment towards appropriate redress, and that's what we, and the Greens as well, are committed to. We must all work across the Parliament to deliver a redress scheme which provides support, comfort and justice. To do this, the voices of survivors must be listened to and their needs cannot continue to be ignored. It is crucial that this scheme fills the gaps in other redress mechanisms to ensure no one who needs support slips through the cracks. To the survivors who are listening to this message, we are deeply sorry for what has happened. We are sorry for the ongoing anguish you and your loved ones have endured. We make a promise to you here today that we will not forget the wrongs of the past. Rather, we will use this grief that we carry in our hearts to propel us to action. Action which sees justice done and makes sure an apology like this is never needed again.
I thank members for their contributions to the motion. The question is that the motion be agreed to, and ask members to signify their assent by standing in their places.
Video's frozen.
Declare the motion agreed to unanimously.
Counting.
Let me
counting.
Looks
unanimous to me.
The assembly is now suspended.
Have to do it properly. Yeah. Well, there's no budget involved, so. Now you got to feed us.
Happy to. Welcome to come downstairs. Join us in
You've got
Queen's
stairs?
Hall. Well, there are stairs,
Ah.
but take a lift while it's available.
Okay.
Yeah, let's. Yeah.
Are there more, Bridget? Sorry, no more? I think so.
About 30 more, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Propose.
Appreciate it.
Level 1.